got a little story to tell you. I have been watching YouTube since I was 13 years old. That was 12 years ago. Dang it, I'm old. The first video I ever watched on YouTube was Charlie the Unicorn. And if you were like me when I was 13, that was literally the funniest thing in the world. I probably watched that like 5 times a day. But the first YouTuber I ever watched, as you guessed it, watching this video, was Shane Dawson. I loved Shane Dawson. The first video I watched of his was Emo Bop. If you guys have never seen Emo Bop, it's definitely out of the box, but believe me, if you grew up in the early to late 2000s like me, you totally understand why I love it. Now looking back, we can all agree that maybe the stuff that he talked about back then, you could definitely not talk about now. But back in the day, everyone could relate to what he was talking about. He is, to this day, one of the most relatable YouTubers out there, especially when it comes to dealing with insecurities in our lives. Both of us dealt with our weight, him probably more than me, but regardless of those insecurities, he's taught me that you need to take that energy and put it to positive use. Use it to encourage others and to tell your story so others can learn from it. And I love that about him. And between him spreading that message and just the way that he really wrote and directed and edited his own stuff really inspired me as a YouTuber when I was a young kid. Honestly, by the time I got my first camera and my first laptop, that was exactly what I was doing. I was making music videos with my nieces and nephews, and I was just making whatever I wanted to and whatever made me laugh and others laugh. So really, he's like the YouTuber that inspired me to get into YouTubing. So let's just say, Shane, thanks for that. But let's just cut the baloney. You guys want to know not only how I met Shane Dawson, but how and what video I was in of his. Something that I haven't talked about yet on this YouTube channel, I will get to it soon, I promise. I was on the Disney College program back in 2016. I was in Orlando from January to September, and the whole time was honestly probably one of the best experiences of my life. Shane Dawson announced in 2016 he was releasing his book, It Gets Worse, and he was doing a book tour. And when I found out he was coming to Orlando, y'all, I had to go. I have been dreaming of meeting this man since I was 13, and I never thought it was gonna happen. I'm never just gonna go to LA and stalk him, and actually that sounds like a really good idea. That probably would have been much more exciting topic to this video. But no, found out I had to pre-buy the book, bought it, got the little guarantee to meet him, went home, got glammed up, and on top of that, put on a Galaxy dress because that was like when he was really into Galaxy stuff. I came back around like 5 o'clock. As I was pulling up, I was a little scared because besides the moms that were in the crowd, I felt like I was like the oldest kid there. I'm 23. Nice to meet y'all. And of course, knowing me, it did not take long to make friends in line. I ended up meeting this really awesome mother-daughter duo named Rachel and Hillary. They were here from the UK. Of course, they were actually on holiday, so they didn't technically come to the United States to meet him, but it was just perfect timing. Right as I meet Rachel and Hillary, all of a sudden we start hearing screams. A little nervous at first, but then found out that Shane Dawson had entered the building. Listen, I don't get starstruck very often. Okay, the Jeff Gordon video, yes, I get a little bit starstruck. This is my queen, y'all, and I was about to meet her. Was I thinking about just running in the other direction because I'm not worthy? Yes, that did cross my mind, but I had gone so far to get to this point. I am not gonna turn around now. And we were in line for like almost 2 hours. So we talked about Disney, we talked about where they're from, where I'm from, all that fun stuff, how much we were excited to meet Shane Dawson, and in a flash, the girls in front of us had just gotten done meeting with Shane. All of a sudden, he turns, he looks at me, and he gives me that, hi! I can't do that tone, but you know what I mean if you're a Shane Dawson fan. First of all, he is way better looking in person, okay? Secondly, he has a great build. He was not skinny like I was imagining. Like, I'm not really into skinny guys. I like someone, you know, that has a bit of fluff on them, so when I give him a hug, you know, just like, it gives me a little something to squeeze, you know? He was like literally perfect. Ugh, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let me just say those hearts around him, okay? It was great, it was magical. Send my highs, gave a hug. Ugh, heaven. He loved my Galaxy dress. And all I remember is I'm talking to him and telling him I've been a big fan since I was like 13 years old, and he was so honored. And I turned around and noticed like what's around me, and I see Garrett. Oh, if I could have like had like 2 seconds longer, I would love to have met Garrett, because Garrett is like one of my favorite people. I want to say characters, but he's not a character, he's a real person. But he was there, he was like recording, and he was so cute, and I just wanted to hug him too because he is adorable and I love him. And not only do I see Garrett, but I see like easily 10 to 12 other cameras. So I didn't know exactly where to look. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna look in the center camera right here. 1, 2, 3, and I posed, smiled with him, and then I gave him another hug, and I didn't want to let go, but security made me let go. They gave me my book, he signed it, and also with the book, they gave me like this little pass that says, hey, you can see your photo online. And I'm like, awesome! And then I saw Rachel, and she was just crying with joy that she met him too. Her and I just kind of hugged it out. And I hugged her mom, Hillary, and we're just like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. And I'm so excited to get home, see my photos so I can basically brag to all my friends that I met Shane Dawson. I get on my computer, put in the URL, skim through all the photos that were taken that night to try to find mine. And I find literally my worst nightmare. I find this. The worst photo I've ever taken in my life. 2 things you should know about me. First of all, I hate bad photos. In general, I hate bad photos. I can't stand when looking like on Facebook and you see like family vacation photos of people and they're like blinking or they're not smiling. I don't know. I hate bad photos. It's so cringy. I would much rather just take a selfie because at least I have control over the situation. Maybe it's just the director mindset in me. I don't know. Secondly, why in the world do you need 10, 12 cameras? I still don't understand that. And if you have 10, 12 cameras, why can't you just like, oh, I don't know, pick out the best one? And then why can't you just tell me which camera to look at? Y'all, I just... So basically, I went from being overjoyed, cloud 9, to thinking this is literally the most embarrassing and possibly worst day of my life. I thought it was a good idea to snap the whole situation, sharing what had happened. I'm just gonna include them in the video because it is just... it's cringy, but it's entertaining. Meeting Shane Dawson was unbelievable, but one negative thing is the picture. Cause bro, it is so bad. It's the worst picture ever taken. It doesn't even look like me. I'm not even looking at the camera. Like, I'm really sad. I just wanna take a whole thing of ice cream and just eat it. It's so bad. Hashtag I hate photographers. Hashtag I hate people taking pictures of me. Hashtag selfie for life. I was thinking out of all of my boyfriends, my celebrity boyfriends, like he would just be my sassy boyfriend. We'd be just sassy together. It's perfect. So yes, I'm just rambling and hoping Shane sees this and hoping that someday we can take another picture together. And yes, I tagged Shane Dawson in the cringy snaps. Looking back, was I overreacting a little bit? Yes. But I still hate bad photos. To this day, I still have not posted that photo to social media. And you know, a couple weeks after showing some people the photo and them telling me that it's not as bad as I thought it was, I kind of learned to laugh at the situation. I remember the good times of that day, the fact that I just got to meet him and talk to him and hug him and hear his sweet voice. You know what? That was what it was all about anyways. This is not the end of the story because how then did I end up in Shane Dawson's video? So it was a couple months later, my college program ended. I was a little bit down, I'm not gonna lie. I was really sad that my program had ended. I didn't get the extension like I was planning on, but it was okay. I was home with family, I was with my cousin Monica, and we were going to a movie night with a ton of our friends. I had a notification that came up on my phone. Shane Dawson has a new video out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna put that down. Want to enjoy this right now. I really need my friends here. And plus Joe wasn't there with me because he was still in the program. So I really needed good fellowship with my friends that I haven't seen in like 8 months. But as I was hanging out, I get a message from Rachel. Rachel.
Eva, you're not gonna believe it.
And I'm like, hey girl, what's going on?
Eva, you're in Shane Dawson's video.
Wait, how? What? What? I'm in his video? What video?
Girl, the new video that just came out about the tour, you're in the video. You need to go and check it out now.
I go on my phone, I go through the video. Basically, it was a long video talking about his book tour, and all the places that he visited and all this stuff. And then it got to the part of being in Florida. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna show you a little tiny portion of it right now. I'm sure Shane won't mind.
Everybody's spirits were so high despite the fact that they lived in Florida. I mean, that place is hotter than hell and it has creatures that look like this. But generally, they were happy.
There! There I am! I'm right there! Oh my gosh. I was so happy. I don't know. I think he did that for me because I was so upset about the whole picture ordeal. Maybe it was just a coincidence, or maybe he did see my story and he's like, you know what? There you go. Thanks for watching for all those years. I just want to say, again, Shane, thank you for being amazing. Thank you for putting your heart and soul into every single project that you do. You are still going to be my #1 favorite. I love you, and I hope that's not the last time that we meet, because sister, we got to collab. Question for you, my friends. If you could meet any YouTuber, who would you want to meet? Leave those comments down below and I would love to read them. Also, make sure to like this video if it was your jam, as well as share it to all your friends who really love Shane Dawson. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and ring the bell for notifications for any of my future videos that come out on this channel. Alright guys, that's all the time that I have. I just want to give another big thank you for your guys' love and support for me. I hope that I can continue to show encouragement and love to you guys that need it, just like Shane has done for me. But till next time, I will see you when I'm looking at you. Alright, bye guys! He has been like the most current, and I don't know what he is. I don't know what Shane is. I have notes. I don't know my notes. You want to know how I made oh my gosh, I can't say met Shane Dawson. Hi guys, I met Shane Dawson. Only how I met Shane Dawson, but how I can control, which by the way, it's going blurry. Hi, I'm here. Hi.